Hello, welcome to another episode of Grade This Comic Book. I saw this book at my comic shop uh, a while back, and I looked at it. The price was not right. And then recently, the consignee lowered the price. So I said, okay, now that the price is lower, it's worth gambling. Okay, I don't think it's gonna be much of a profit in this one, but it's cheap enough now that I felt that if I'm wrong about the grading, and this one is a tough one, that's why I make a video of this one. I think I do okay because the price is low enough that even if the grade is not what I expected, it shouldn't be a big deal. But it's a tough one. This book have a big flaw that I don't know for certain what the grade will be. Let me show you the book. Okay, as always, my comic shop packed very well. I will take the camera down to give you a close-up look once I'm done with the unpacking here. And you know, I have submit books with a page with like 1.5 inch tears. Yeah, maybe, yeah, about this big. A couple of times. So I'm familiar with how CGC will ding the grade if there's a tear, but this book had multiple tears. So, and over the years, I have gotten that question quite a few times. How do you grade a book that have X amount of tears on the interior? I don't know. I can only guess, knock down 1 or 2 level, unless it's low grade. When it's low grade, it doesn't matter. Okay, if a book is a 3.0 or lower and inside the page has a 2-inch tears, not a big deal. Trust me, it's not a big deal. But if a book have a structure of 8.5 and then it's a 2-inch tears on one of the page, I guarantee you CGC will not give that book an 8.5. It's gonna be likely an 8.0 maximum. Okay, so it matters on higher grade. I'm not even sure about mid-grade, like a 5.0. I'm not sure. I have never submit a book that have, you know, 1 inch or 2-inch tears on an interior page that is like a 4.0 to a 6.0. So I don't know if they would even ding that kind of mid-grade, but 8.5 or higher, I have done it a couple of times to know what CGC will do. Okay, so my comic shop gave this book a 5.0, which I think is low. It's one of those situations where I think it's low. Let me. Can this book be a 7.0? We'll see. So let's take a look. Okay. One thing about my comic shop I can tell you is the tape they use are strong and deadly. Luckily, I have not made any mistake, but trust me, the tape they use, if that thing's stuck on a book, you have big trouble. Wow, yeah. Okay, all right. All right. All right, let me take the camera down and give you a live look of the interior where the flaw, the tear is. Even now, I don't know where it is. I just know that in the notes, that's what they say. Multiple tears on the margin of pages. Let's see. Okay, so here's the book. Let's give you a good look. Okay. Hopefully the glare is not too bad. A little corner issues here, nothing big. A little that right there. I think that's where the tear is gonna be as far as the interior page, but beautiful, look at that. Razor sharp, huh? Yeah, very nice and white too, look at that. That's a pretty white cover for issue 67, right? Not the best wrap, missing the 1 cent. But let's take a look. You see this the first time, as I am. Okay, so interior, slightly yellow, nothing bad. Okay, so let's take a look. There you go. Okay. Definitely production related. It doesn't matter, okay, if it's man-made or production. But yeah. See, you can see when this book went through production, it wasn't cut properly. So look at that. Even some of the page kind of stuck out like that. See, it's not evenly cut. So you can see where that piece fell off the first 2 pages. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. That one fell off. So 3 of the page have missing pieces. 4 of the page. Okay. Okay, this is the kind of thing where, you know, if I was gonna press the book, I make sure I'm very gentle and careful in that area. Okay, so not bad. My comic shop always insert like a centerfold cardboard. I'm not sure what you call this, but it's a nice touch. Okay, so is that it? Okay, so that's it. All right, so what do you think? Let's take a look at the back cover before we look at that. Nice, right? Look at that. Can use a little bit of cleaning right there. Okay, look like it's a little bit, maybe a little smudge, fingerprint kind of thing that can be cleaned up. So yeah, so now you see. What do you think? My comic shop gave it a 5.0. The spine is just gorgeous, right? Look at that. Barely any flaws. There's a little bit of light reading crease right there, but still. I think even with the chunk missing, I think it's 4 page with the missing chunks and then the other 4 page with the tears. I think this will be a 7.0. If it's a 7.0, I think I did okay. It's not a complete waste of money. That was not the intention of buying this book, but I'm just curious to see what CGC would ding as far as the missing chunks, regardless if it is production related. Okay, anyhow, I will put a poll in one of the corner on top, and feel free to vote what you think the grade's gonna be. I will submit this book to CGC, and when they come back, I will let everybody know what the end result is after I did a little cleaning and pressing to make sure everything looked as pretty as it can be. Okay, so now you saw the book up close. Here's the book again. Beautiful book, right? As you can see. Let me give you a little bit more insight into my grading guess. Okay, the book as is, even without a press, okay, and clean, because as you can tell, it's quite nice already, is to me like an 8.5. Now, as I mentioned, if there's like a 1 or 2 inch tear on one of the page, I would knock it down 1 level to an 8. If it's 2 tears, maybe more than 1 level, right? But we're looking at 5 or 6 tears, okay, with missing chunks as well. So I'm thinking maybe a 7 because the outside is so nice. Okay, I could be completely wrong. CGC may give this a 6.0 for all we know, right? So it's one of those learning experiences. So going forward, if you have a book that have pieces missing like this book, then you have an idea of what kind of grade it can be. So without the flaws, 8.5. Anyhow, that's it for this video. I will submit this shortly, maybe in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.